Danielle, Mohammed, and Jovana Strugar traveled as a team to bring you the story about a very important program at the high school.
Thanks, Kathy. Most kids only see this desk if they're late for school, but if they'd only look over to their right, they'd see one of the most important places here.
So what's so great about an obscure corner? Well, this is where Maple's mighty printing presses roll, and where our vocational printing program focuses on the future of the industry and its job market. The fact is, this field has grown rapidly over the past few years. The cavemen might have had to copy everything by hand, but here in Maple, we know how to do it right. It all starts with basic clip art, or even with a sample piece of artwork created by a customer. Then they make a negative from the print or artwork in order to make the actual printing plate. Now they used to use ruby liths, an old meticulous hand process to make plates for color reproduction. And I discovered that Maple students are still taught this method in their classroom sessions, since so many small shops still use it. You know, the Board of Education sure depends on these kids knowing the proper technique, because it depends on them for all its paper needs.
That's right, Danielle. Every single piece of paper with Maple Heights on it is printed here, and there's a lot of noise that goes with it, too. The noise you get used to, but not every piece of paper they print is a new set of rules and regulations for us students. These yellow sheets help promote Grease, the play which we'll showcase later in the show. What I'm finding out is that being a printer requires a lot of brains as well as hard work. Senior Crystal Ovish told Danielle that there's a reward at the end of it all, or at least she hopes so.
So how'd you get interested in printing?
Well, I went to orientation as a sophomore, and Mr. Colasar said something about photography, and I was like, hey, that's my bag. So I decided to join, and it's been a good experience.
Do you have any other plans besides printing after high school?
Well, after going into the printing for a while to earn money, I plan to go to college in Hawaii.
I pulled junior instructor Ron Kostachek away from the presses for a second to ask him a question. So when you were a student at Maple Heights High School, did you ever think you'd end up teaching here?
No, I never thought I'd end up teaching here at all.
So how's it been?
It's been very rewarding. It's nice to see the kids get out and make a good living. It's good to have them come back, tell us about how they're doing in their jobs that they have, and sometimes they come back asking if we have other jobs for them.
But printing is a 2-year undertaking, and senior teacher Rick Colasar shared his expertise with me.
So what does the printing program mean for Maple schools?
Well, not only do we have an opportunity to produce some great people for the starving print shops out there that need some good help, but we also produce just about all the printed products for the Maple Heights Board of Education, which saves them thousands of dollars. There are very few print shops in schools that still do that today.
So there you go. The award-winning printers down here sure help to keep the presses and the school running.
Sometimes it gets awfully quiet in here, but that usually means it's almost 2:55. It never means that they've run out of things to do.
And one of the things they still have to print is our commencement program. Can't wait till they get to work on that. I'm Danielle Mohammed.
And I'm Jovana Strugar from Maple Schools Today.